welcome to this update video. I hope you're doing great, and just want to say thank you for the kind messages that you have left under the post that I made yesterday, where I wasn't able to do an update video because I wasn't doing so well, but I'm doing better this morning. So we're going to be looking at what is happening and what is expected as well, because there are hints of an increase in tropical cyclone activity as we're going to be closing the month of August and heading into September. So let's get to it. We can see on the satellite imagery that there are a few scattered showers and thunderstorms around within parts of the northern Bahamas, even a few spots in the Caribbean, especially towards Central America, and even within the vicinity of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. And there are also a couple of tropical waves out there, and the most recent one is just off the African coast. As we take a closer look into the Caribbean, here we can see that there are those scattered showers and thunderstorms around here and there earlier today in parts of eastern Jamaica, and as we look down to parts of Central America going to the vicinity of Panama and even offshore Costa Rica, we can see some blobs there. So it's pretty active in that area. And as we're going to be heading throughout today for the Caribbean, here's a look at the rainfall forecast. So we can see that the map gets pretty colorful towards Central America. That is suggestive of the increased rainfall activity within the area. As I said, it has been active, so there could be rainfall amounts probably up to an inch or so over the course of the next day. And then as it relates to the Northern Caribbean islands, for parts of Cuba, Jamaica, Hispaniola, even for Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands and the Lesser Antilles, especially within the vicinity of the Northeast Islands, there could be some more downpour. So a tropical wave is also in the area and may help to enhance the shower and thunderstorm activity. It may be a little bit on the drier side for the Cayman Islands as well as the ABC Islands, even up to the most of the Bahamas as well as the Turks and Caicos Islands. Few scattered showers possible across parts of Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. So as I mentioned, there are a couple of tropical waves out there. So this is a look at the surface chart. If you can see those orange lines highlighting the axes of the tropical waves. As I said, one just off the African coast, another is approaching the Caribbean, another is in the Western Caribbean. So that's also helping to enhance the rain and shower and thunderstorm activity for parts of Central America, and another has entered the Eastern Pacific. And as I mentioned, the Eastern Pacific, there is quite a bit of activity going on within that ocean basin. So there are two disturbances as well as a hurricane over there, Hurricane Gilma. So Gilma strengthened into a hurricane yesterday, and as of right now, not a problem for anywhere. So it is expected to remain a hurricane through much of the week and potentially be downgraded back to a tropical storm this weekend. And there is another disturbance with a high 90% chance of formation through both 7 and 2 days. And that may be a problem for Hawaii. So if you're located in Hawaii by chance, you definitely want to keep watch for this system, because it could develop into a tropical cyclone within the Central Pacific, and it could bring impacts to the island chain. So I'll give more updates regarding that, and then that other disturbance is there with a medium chance of formation. So pretty active, as I said, in the Eastern Pacific right now. But going back to the Atlantic, we're looking at the Climate Prediction Center's outlook. So the map was updated yesterday, and here you can see for 2 weeks. We have week 2, we have the week of the 28th to the 3rd, and then week 3, the week of the 4th to the 10th. So first we're looking at week 2, and we're focusing on the Atlantic Basin. So we can see that green highlighted area as well as that red and white striped area, and also the solid red and burgundy shadings. So that is indicating the probability of development. We could see something form within this time frame from the end of August, the 28th, to the 3rd of September, and it may head to the Caribbean. And where we have that green shading is indicating a chance of above average rainfall, so 50% chance or so in terms of the above average rain, and that would do a lot of us some good because a lot of places have been pretty dry recently, so a bit of increase in rainfall activity would help out. But in terms of development, that is definitely going to be possible. And the next name on the list is Francine. And as we're looking to the second map now for the week of the 4th to the 10th, we also see the main development region highlighted. So there is still that, still going to be that probability of development. And then we see that green shade representing the chance of above average rain for parts of the northwestern Caribbean and towards Central America and the Gulf. So we'll see how that goes. And in terms of the next 10 days or so, we do have some hints on the ensembles. So up first, we have the Euro ensembles. We can see that there are a couple of members still suggesting that we could have something entering the Caribbean while trying to develop. And as for GFS, we see a bit more members here within the next 10 days showing that, hey, we could see development take place. So we do have some sort of agreement in terms of that, even though it is not 100% guaranteed at this point. However, I'm here to keep you posted on what is going on. And that is basically it for this update video this morning. So I do hope you found it to be informative. However, if you have questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll respond to you when I have the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.